Hey guys, Chris from Flow Brackets. Today we're working on a MK8.5 Golf R. Now these cars have a notoriously big mounting box, so we fixed that problem. We've redesigned this and come up with something a little bit smaller. I'll show you how it works. Let's get into it. So a bit of an explanation, but if you're watching this video, you probably know the problem. Australian number plates are a lot smaller than this box, and it's really ugly because you can see all the cavities, all the holes. It's a bit ugly, or it's too narrow. You get the idea. So what we've done is we've redesigned this whole thing and shrunk it right down. So this will be compatible even if you have very skinny and narrow plates. All you got to do is take off the box. I know there will be holes left over, but I've got a little plug for that which you can color in. So I'll show you how to take this box off so we can get our delete kit on in place of what's there. First thing you want to do is take off these little push plugs. Now this is tricky. There's two ways to do it. The proper way is to push out the little pin that's in the middle. You push it out, it drops at the back. You got to fumble and find it again, and then the clips just pop out. If you're not planning to use this box anymore, the shortcut is to push it sort of halfway, go with a pry tool, get underneath it and just yank it out. You will damage the cover, but for this car, this is going in the bin. He doesn't want to see it anymore. So we're just going to go through underneath and pull it out. Now let's deal with these holes. Now they are left behind from the box. So the kit comes with little plugs. So that way you're not left with a hole. So this is the part we're going to install the car. This is our miniature plinth. As you can see, it is a little bit mini compared to what was there. Installation is really simple. We've already made little channels in it to line up with the spine on the bumper. So it's a self-locating part, so you're not going to stuff it up. All you're going to do is bump up against the bar, mark out a hole, drill it out with a tiny drill bit, and then put the screw in. You'll also notice that this just goes over this black section on the bar. So it is floating off the paint just by a few mil. So when you put the bracket on, it's not going to scratch the car. Okay, so I'll align the part to the bar where it's supposed to go. We're dealing with black surface, so I've got like a gold Sharpie. I'm just going to mark out the hole so that way I know where I need to drill. And what I'm going to do is use a little drill bit. I'm using a 2.5, a 3 mil is also okay. And then once the hole's made, I can install the part with its screw that's provided in the kit. So now that we have our delete kit on the car, it's ready for the second part, the number plate bracket. So what that means is our mounting system is two parts. You need a plinth to match the car, which you have. Now you need a mounting bracket to suit your number plate style. So today we'll be installing some Victorian Slimlines. So I've got a Slimline bracket to put on the car. If you have, say, a Heritage, you grab yourself a Heritage bracket and so forth. It's really important that you check the size and get the correct bracket so you can mount it to your plinth. So all that's left to do now is grab our brackets, take the bolts that's there, put it through any of the slots that you like, match up with the thread on the car. You can position it however you like, and then the plate can bolt on in the four corners. So I've got the bracket on, I'm ready to put on the plates. All you gotta do is grab the screw from the box that matches the plate and put it through the hole. For this install, I'm going to use our security screw, which means that you need a special key to get the screw on and off so it protects your plate. Now let's talk about the rear. So the MK8.5 is fairly new, so this will only apply to you if you need to drill new holes. This is what normally happens. So you buy a brand new car from the dealer, you get issued with plates. What they do is they'll find the middle and drill two holes. Far too often, we see cars come in where it's not centered, both vertically and horizontally. So when it comes to you in upgrading your plates, you will then notice that it's actually not center, Very, very, very annoying. Not only that, if you were to drill 2 holes yourself, there is a metal beam right behind this bumper and it's in a very particular spot. There's been occasions where customers will say, put a hole there, you hit metal, you can't screw it on the plate, you have to drill another hole, and then it's not middle, it's too high, too far to the left, etc. So what's the solution? We now sell a centering tool. What this does is this will line up in a very particular spot where the light is. So you can tuck it in there and then find center both horizontally and vertically. I'll show you how it works. So this is how you align it. These 2 cutouts match up with the number plate lights. And what you got to do is just tuck it in under here. It fits perfectly. The shape of the tool fits the bumper. It fits every curve of the car. Just align it to the center of the light. You'll see it over here on both sides. Once it's center, you will know this is the middle of the car, so you're ready to drill your holes. Now, there are a few sets of holes here, and I'll explain them because it will depend on the height of the plate. Now, just remember, these holes are not for holes on the plate. This is for a bracket system, so you know what height to mount the bracket on. So starting with the top row, these are for tall plates. So this is for number plates such as your New South Wales traditional style plates, Victorian standards, and maybe Japanese plates as well. They're quite tall, so you want the holes to be higher, so it's center to this opening on the bar. The middle row is for your normal Slimline plates. These exist in pretty much every state. You want those holes in the middle, so that way that is center to the bumper, and it's also center to our bracket. The last row is for very small plates. Here's a good example, maybe a 3 to 4 character. Our bracket is actually a little bit more narrower, so you do need to go a little bit lower, so the plate is a bit higher, and it'll be centered to the bumper. So in this Golf today, we'll be installing the customer's Slimline plate. For reference, this measures 372 by 100. I will be drilling the center row, the 2 outers, which will match up with our bracket, and then number plate can go on. So to align the tool, just gotta find the number plate light, there's a little cutout for it, line it up with ours on both sides, something like that, and that'll be perfectly center. Now just remember, earlier I was saying there's a reinforcement bar that runs along the bumper. It's below this hole. So you cannot drill below here because the screw will be too long. You hit the metal and it won't screw into anything. Now that I've marked out my holes, I'm ready to drill. I'm just gonna drill it out with a tiny 3mm drill bit to make a pilot hole first. Now that we've made our 2 holes, we know it's center horizontally and vertically. We can mount up our bracket. And as you can see, even if you made a slight error, say 2mm or 1mm, you can adjust it vertically using our braking system. So that way, you know 100% your number plate will be straight and you can fit it the way you want it. Now that the hole's drilled, I can just simply put the screw in and tie the bracket on, but we are gonna take it one step further. We are gonna expand in that hole and use a nutsert. This creates a much more secure fixing, so that way you can't just simply just pull the number plate off. Since we're at the car, let's do it that way. Now we're ready for our nutsert. We use a nutsert gun, so just throw it on, push it in, and it'll crimp it from the back, creating a secure one-way fixing. Now we're ready to bolt on the bracket to the car using our one-way stainless steel rib nuts. I'm gonna take it one step further again. The kit does come with double-sided tape. Now I'm not taping the bracket on the car. I'm just simply putting a few tapes in the back without peeling one side, so there's a bit of protection against the paint. Now that I've done that, I'm just gonna bolt it up and make any micro adjustments if needed. Final step, you can just bolt up the number plates to the bracket using the hardware provided. We're gonna use the optional security screw, which means that you need a special key if you ever want to take the screws on and off for the added bit of protection. So that's how you use a centering tool. Again, this is really only if you need to drill new holes or if you pick up a new car. If you give this to your dealership, they will thank you because there's no guesswork and it'll be perfect every time. And And that's how you get rid of this big, ugly, oversized box and shrink it down to something like this using a mounting system. Now just remember, you need the correct plinth to match the car and the correct bracket to match your number plate to complete this installation. So I hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.